Got my orange hat on today, and we're talking about hunting, but not hunting pheasant or deer. We're talking about getting that chatterbait of yours to start doing some real hunting to be able to catch big bass. Chatterbait is a bait that is known for catching bigger fish, but the reality is it's also a bait where you're not going to get bit that much unless you do everything you need to modify that bait to get it to hunt and dart around and move in as erratic fashion as you can. Guys, today's tip is going to be one that I don't know that you know about, but it's going to increase the number of fish that you catch with a chatterbait. And it's also going to, by virtue of it being that chatterbait, it's going to increase the size of the fish that you're catching. Guys, stick around. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Mark Fisher Outdoors, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Mark Fisher, and it's Underwater Wednesday. We're going to get in the pool, and we're talking about chatterbaits. But chatterbaits have always been a bait that I've kind of had a love-hate relationship with. You know, I love it when it works, but I can't seem to get it to work enough to be confident in throwing it. Well, one of the things that I've done some research about and looked into is, what do you do to get that chatterbait to have more hunting action? Get it? Yes, we all know that you want to be able to vary the retrieve on it, and I'm going to show you the retrieve variations that I had when I was working in the pool. But that's not the only thing you need to do. Take a look at this. This is a standard 3/8 chatterbait, jackhammer chatterbait, and it's got a 4-inch Zaco trailer on it, okay? And what you'll notice on this is the full skirt. Now what I want to do is let's go in the pool and let's take a look at how this bait looks when it's swimming. And to be honest, it looks just fine. You can actually hear the blade on the chatterbait. It almost sounds like a very quiet rattle trap kind of a bait. Lipless crankbait kind of a bait. And the action on this bait as the head vibrates and the bait and the tail on the Zaco is going back and forth, everything looks real good. I'm just going to let you watch this for a minute. And again, the other thing that I want you to pay attention to is we're going to put the camera on my reel as I'm reeling in this bait to give it the action that you're just seeing. And you can see that I'm kind of doing a number of things. I'm twitching the rod tip a little bit, and I'm giving that reel kind of a start and go, a steady reel, and then stop it, reel kind of hard and fast, stop it, getting that bait to go up and down, kind of move around side to side. So guys, here's the thing that I wanted to talk to you about. This is the way to get more hunting action out of your chatterbait. This is the way that I would suggest that you throw a chatterbait. Take a look at the skirt. I have trimmed that skirt so that it basically comes just to the hook point. That's about the length of my skirt. And by doing that, what I'm doing is giving much less drag to the bait itself. And so now, take a look at this chatterbait, same exact bait, 3/8 ounce jackhammer, same 4-inch Zaco on the back, but take a look at this bait in the water and take a look at it. Has much more of an erratic action as the bait is being pulled. Guys, we hope you enjoy Underwater Wednesday. We know we've gotten a lot of great feedback from it. If you haven't, please hit that subscribe button, send us your comments, hit the like button. Thank you for tuning in to Mark Fisher Outdoors. We appreciate that. We certainly appreciate the support that you give us by hitting that subscribe button, the like button, and sending in your comments. By the way, keep those comments coming about suggestions for baits that you'd like to see in the pool. So that seems like much more of an erratic behavior on the bait that doesn't have the full skirt, where you trim the skirt. Now, if you need proof, I've got video evidence of this. So I have taken the same shot of our skirted jig and I've put borders and run this in slow motion. You're going to see this skirted chatterbait, and you see the amount of distance that it covers side to side in a retrieve back from one end of the pool to the other. And I've done this in slow motion, and you can kind of see that this chatterbait's touching either of the borders that I've put up. Now we're going to do the chatterbait where I've trimmed the skirt. Look how much wider those borders are, and that chatterbait is going from one edge of the frame to the other. It just has much less drag. So there's the video evidence that trimming the skirt on your chatterbait can give you a lot more hunting action on your chatterbait than if you leave the full skirt on. Guys, the other thing that you want to do is, this is the main reason why you don't want to use boot tails for your chatterbait. Now again, guys, there are situations where maybe that's exactly what you want to do. Maybe you want to limit the amount of hunting action that your chatterbait has. Okay, fine, leave the skirt on, put a boot tail on. But if you're trying to get that bait to zig and zag and dart and move, you want to use a trailer that's got some kind of a straight tail to it, and you want to trim that trailer down to get a lot of that movement going on back and forth. Those are my suggestions for getting your chatterbait how to hunt like a good old hound dog in October. Guys, we appreciate you tuning in to Mark Fisher Outdoors. We'll be back again tomorrow for another episode. Take care, everybody.